You don't have to look very hard in La Crosse to find aging homes badly in need of repairs.
How to best revitalize the city's neighborhoods and grow the tax base is shaping up to be one of the big issues in the race for mayor. News 8's Lou Hillman now joins us with more and a closer look at what both candidates are proposing. Lou?
Well, guys, Doug Farmer and Tim Cabot both say this is one of, if not the biggest challenge facing the city right now. Declining home values over the years have left La Crosse residents paying a tax rate more than double neighboring communities. The two men competing to be the next mayor of La Crosse are promising a bigger focus on revitalizing the city's neighborhoods.
It's not going to happen overnight, but if you start today, 5, 10, 20 years from now, you can look back and say, okay, now we're really making a difference.
Tim Cabot says rehiring a grant writer for the city would help bring in outside money for all kinds of different projects.
I also think that the city needs to be more proactive and more aggressive in looking at grants and foundations and other fundings for some of these specific projects, especially when we're talking about building housing and improving infrastructure.
Opponent Doug Farmer is also putting an emphasis on neighborhood revitalization.
For very little money on the rehab program, we can really give a house a bounce and then the whole neighborhood.
He's proposing using proceeds from a retiring TIF district to invest an additional $1.1 million into the city's housing programs.
But this monies would be not only for the housing replacement, but for also the rehab program, where we go into houses and we take out the lead paint, put new siding on the outside of a house.
Carl Green led a recent study on the issue and found 2/3 of the homes in La Crosse are valued at less than $100,000. He says the growing number of rental properties is part of the problem.
You really start to get a situation that kind of feeds on itself, in which case you don't have a lot of people making improvements. You don't then attract people into the neighborhoods. That leads to the higher tax rate. The higher tax rate then causes people to not want to live in the city, and it just becomes this cycle of conditions.
Now, if you're interested in taking a closer look at that study, we have a link posted on our website. That's news8000.com.
Thanks, Lou. Cabot and Farmer will face off in the general election, which is set for April 2nd.